Petermen and his bribes of Norm Miller and whatnot that I put in there. Okay, so back in 013 when I was on the run and shit, you could tell Petermen was coming in with Michael O'Shea because of the school shooting. Because that night that I got away from the dog, the helicopters, and the however many police departments tried chasing me down, they asked to search my room for a gun, dude. I didn't have a gun in my room. They searched my room. My mom and my family told me about it. The cops went through the whole house looking for a gun there. That's how you get into active shooter gun, the sawed-off 22 later on. And now you can go back to the guns for drugs scandal about how Chris Petermen was using Norm Miller and using Michael O'Shea for bribery to have guns placed around my house, even though at that time legally I wasn't on felon and I could have rifles and all of that shit. And even while I was going through court shit, I still wasn't convicted yet, but I did sign a thing, I think, saying I couldn't have them, but Ted might have let me. I can't remember. But I was still legal before the bust happened. And my mom was actually trying to have me have the rifles around the house, right? Because she was working with Keith Gray and Addie Gray, who was working with Danny and Ricky Gray to work with Chris Petermen in the giant will inheritance defense in my dad's divorce. So when my mom got divorced from my dad, Chris Petermen and the rest of the Gray family decided that if they worked to set me up and my dad up, they not only get lawsuits out of the prosecution office in Columbia County, Chris Petermen could defend the whole family, and my mom still gets the rightful heir over Lyle Boone's inheritance because of what was wrote in Maricopa County, Arizona. And somehow Chris knew about all of this, and so did Michael O'Shea. So they went to set me up with guns around my property in 07. They thought that that would be a giant fucking joke. Now, like I say, it's not a fucking joke with that sawed-off 22. Kevin Collard and Zach Wilcox are the ones who know where it is. They're two meth addicts who fucking will rape informants for the police. And they'll do whatever they can to get themselves out of whatever they can, and they will listen to lawyers and cops no matter what those lawyers and cops tell them, because that's how they are. They're fucking stupid. Now, and that was later on in 014 when the sawed-off 22 happened. And that was obviously before Kevin and Zach tried killing me up at Steve Collard's house. But what prior to that is Chris Peter put out as much bribery as he can to have me fucking so flustered that I couldn't either do my job, or that I got killed, or that basically I got set up by not doing my job as a negligent informant on the contracts. And Chris went to put that bribery out using Anne-Marie Simmons down from Roseburg, and he wanted to say that his PI, Alicia Mendera, could be the one that could be the witness investigator. And that's how what happened in Crossroads with Clausen happened, and why Chris said him was harassing me out of there, because it really was his PI trying to play witness investigator Alicia Mendera. But if you go back with the Kenny and Bev shit, you could go back into James Rodriguez, how he got set up, how his death happened, how Chris knew about all that. Exactly how these people down here knew how to set everybody up, and exactly which lawyer, which judge, which prosecutor, and which cops knew about the shooting of Umpqua Community College and thought that they could use that to put a buck in their pocket. And then they willingly went out to do it. Another county was negligent for not helping their DINT team out. Kind of like, Jed Myers in Yamhill County, who bled to death, Officer Hart in there, right? Fuck you, bitch. Anyways, fucking straight up, stupid shit like why sent Yamhill County scent team or scent team in fucking Columbia County. The DINT team to work with Chris Petermen, and they could do this, and then they could just let him get the fuck off.